breakfast is something that we like to keep simple. We typically eat like scrambled eggs or hard-boiled eggs with a paleo pancake or waffle. My husband makes a batch of waffles or pancakes on the weekends, and he'll make a double or triple batch, so that way we can freeze the rest and then just take out one for each person throughout the week. And then it just makes it a really simple, easy, fast meal. We are at a local pick your own strawberry farm today to pick some strawberries. It's just a fun activity to do with kids and to show them where food comes from, and just, you know, it's fun to like be able to pick your own berries and then come home and make something cool out of it. Lunch today is some leftover grilled chicken that we marinated in balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and Italian herbs with some roasted Brussels sprouts that were roasted with bacon and avocado oil. And now I'm going to make some roasted strawberry muffins, which is a nut-free paleo recipe that I actually have on my website at thrivingonpaleo.com. I've lined a sheet pan with parchment paper, and I've gone ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm also slicing strawberries. I'm taking the tops off and I'm slicing them in half, and I am measuring them on a scale because I want to get about a pound. Okay, I'm at a pound now, so I will go ahead and pour these onto the baking sheet. Now comes the part where you're going to flavor the strawberries. If you follow my recipe, it says to do it in a bowl. I just kind of toss the strawberries on a sheet pan and then drizzle a little bit of red wine vinegar or balsamic vinegar onto the pan, a little bit of honey, a little bit of salt, and the recipe also says to use melted coconut oil, but I just kind of put in about a half a tablespoon or so of coconut oil, and then I just let it melt, and then I'll toss it in the oven. Just kind of giving it a toss before I throw it into the oven. I put this in the oven at 350 for about 40 minutes. Just giving them a toss after the coconut oil has melted. So while the strawberries are roasting in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and get all of the rest of the ingredients ready for the muffins. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix together the wet ingredients. The recipe calls for 4 eggs, and I always either do the eggs first into the bowl or crack the eggs separately into a separate bowl, because nobody wants eggshells in their muffins or cakes or anything like that. Strawberries are now done, so I'm going to take them out of the oven. Ah, they're great. Now it's time to put the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. I'm actually going to make this a little fun today because I have the kids home, and we're going to put in some Enjoy Life dairy-free chocolate chunks into the batter too. You definitely don't have to do this, but it's just a little way to make it more fun. So I'll just add a bunch of them, and I will mix them in as well. And then I use a regular ice cream scoop to scoop batter into the muffin tin. Okay, so once these are more or less filled in evenly, I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven at 350 Fahrenheit for about 22 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Time to check the muffins. One note, you'll note that I have it at 375, even though I said 350. That's because my oven consistently runs pretty like low. So even though it says 375, if you'll check inside here, we actually have an oven thermometer over here, and it says 350. It's a very good idea to have one of these to know exactly what your oven is running at. And these are coming out clean, so they're done. Dinner is turkey and apricot burgers and everything carrots from Well Fed Weeknights by Melissa Dewan, which we obviously love.